Scott here with a day in the life of a HVAC technician, and I'm out here at a tenant's house. I've got a key to get in. They've got a Goodman gas pack saying that the unit is freezing up, but I've tried the front door and the key won't work on the front door. So let's go around to the back of the house and see if the door will open here. So we'll go ahead and okay, they've got the key will not open the door. Very interesting. So I can go ahead and check the outside unit without going inside. It would be helpful to see what type of filters the customers are using, but there's only so much you can do as far as that goes. So let's go to the front door and just show you that the key won't work. Hey there again, here I am at the front door with the same key from the realty company. Trying the front door, cannot get in, and trying the deadbolt, key's not working. And I've rang the doorbell twice, knocked on the window, nobody's answering. So what I need to do is call my boss and see if he wants me to go ahead and bypass it. There are two vehicles out in the front yard. I'm not sure. I verified, double checked that I had the right address and the numbers match the number on the key. So I'm going to call my boss and see if he wants me to go ahead and bypass it. Otherwise, we'll have to come back and we have a right key. Okay, we're back over here at the rental house. Got in, got the right key from the realty company, and as you can see here, the tenants are using the cheap non-pleated fiberglass filters. And this is the kind that we recommend. It doesn't have to be green. They can be blue or white as well, but not having the ridges or the pleats in them. You know, pleated pants versus non-pleated pants. Well, this is a non-pleated filter. There's no pleats in there. There's no ridges in there to restrict the airflow. So go ahead and close this and check and make sure the fan comes on. It's kind of an outdated thermostat, but that's okay, as long as it does what it's supposed to do. Okay, and if you can hear, that is the sound you're supposed to hear. Okay, when you have a pleated filter in there, you'll probably hear maybe sometimes people describe as a whistling noise, and they don't know what it is. That is the sound that we're looking for. Okay, so that's a system with good airflow, or there's no restriction in the airflow. Okay, putting my hands over the floor vents, we've got good airflow coming out of the vents. So, but we are going to check the coil. See what kind of condition the coil is, make sure there's no dirt on the coil. So right now we're just running it in fan mode. So let's go ahead and turn it back to auto and turn the system on cool. And turn the thermostat down. Okay, that should be sufficient. I got it set at about 68. Room temperature is about 71. 72, so somewhere around there. Okay, now let's go and check the outside. Okay, we're here at the outdoor unit, and we've got an outdoor temperature of 68, 69. What it's reading right now, a minute ago was reading 68. Okay, the couple things we're going to look at here is our temperature, or our pressures. Suction pressure is 44.6 and liquid pressure is 137. That's a little low for 68 degrees. Now one thing that we come over here and look at our coils are starting to frost up and starting to freeze. This is an indication of low refrigerant or low airflow. We're inside a moment ago and the airflow is pretty good, but what we need to do next is check the evaporating coil and make sure there's no dust or dirt collected on that. But we'd also notice that with a significant difference in the head pressure would be much higher, because that would mean that there is a strain on the compressor or on the airflow. So this is probably not a indication of a dirty coil, but we're going to check that anyway. So we're going to go ahead and turn the unit off. And this is the outdoor disconnect. We're going to turn this off. It's a 40 amp breaker. Turn that off, and we're going to check the coil. So be back in a minute after I get the top of the unit off. Okay, we're back again checking on this system for the rental house. Remember, the pressures were like 45 over 135. I checked out the evaporating coil. I had to take the screws out of the top, and I used my inspection camera to get behind the coil to look at it, because this has got a flashing on it, and I didn't want to remove that because it's got silicone on it, and it's siliconed all the way down the side, and it helps if the unit was backed off the wall a little bit. It might be easier where you wouldn't mess up the flashing. But you know, in this case, I went ahead and just used the inspection camera and noticed that the coil was clean and didn't need to be cleaned, and also the tenants are using the non-pleated filters. So got pressures of 63 over 152, and we're just waiting for the pressures to stabilize. And I'm also waiting to see what my suction temperature is going to be. Now, if I move my setting on the gauges and check the indoor wet bulb, outdoor dry bulb, and check the superheat, the numbers are off a little bit. Maybe these connections are not as good as they should be. But anyway, I've got the liquid line, this one here, thermocouple attached to the liquid line. This one's attached to the suction line. So we should have a little bit lower numbers than that. Added almost 2 pounds, not quite 2 pounds of R22 bottle. There you go, National Refrigerants. There's your plug-in. You're upside down, there's your plug-in. Goodman, there's your plug-in as well. So yeah, we went ahead and checked to see, make sure the coils were clean, and come back in a minute and let the system run for about 5 to 10 minutes and see where the pressures and the temperatures are at. Now that we've added refrigerant to the system, we're going to check and see what the temperature is coming out of the vents. And we're looking at the front room register, and right now it is coming down pretty quickly. And so we're going to look for about a 20-degree temperature difference inside the house. And right now we've got 58, 56.1, 55. From earlier, the indoor temperature was about 72, 71, and I set the thermostat at 68, 69. So we're now at 52 for the suction pressure. So we're going to go ahead and look at the return temperature and get a measurement on that, and then we'll just be about finished. after adding the refrigerant, checking the coils, checking the filter, and checking the temperatures inside the house. So we're at 51 now, so it's a little bit cooler day. It's about 68 degrees outside, so it's not running in a peak conditions. Peak conditions would be really cold. Really hot, running the air conditioner. So let's go ahead and look at our return. So our return temperature is 65 and rising. So at 51 for the supply and 66, 67, that gives us a 16 degree spread. Now we're at 17. 18. 19. 20 degree spread. So that's good. We're done. We've got the pressures added, and so this is Scott with a day in the life of an HVAC tech signing out, and hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think about it, and we'll look forward to seeing you again on another video. Thanks, and have a great day. Talk to you later.